That's right. It's Tactical Tuesday. You know what that means? It's time for some tactics. And welcome to everyone who's joined me on this live session. Who can I see there? There's a couple of different systems that we're running. So we've got YouTube. You could be on YouTube. You could be on LinkedIn. Or you could be in the private Facebook group, the Future Proof Business Group. No matter what you are, where you are, I'd love to hear from you. So make sure you leave comments in the comment section, and hopefully I'll be able to receive them. I'm using StreamYard. That's what I've been using for all these live sessions, and it enables me to do a whole bunch of different things, which is very, very cool. So today we're going to be talking about how to attract better clients, and not just how to attract them, but actually how to get the clients that you want. Because there's all sorts of clients that we have in our world. Some of them we actually have hunted down and actually begged, borrowed, and pleaded to come and work with us. Others have sort of like been handed to us, and some of the clients that we've got there may not be ideal for the business that we want. So there's the clients that we've potentially either had in the past or we've got now who sometimes don't pay on time. Sometimes are a little bit hard to deal with. And ideally, when we see that their message come up on the phone, we go, oh, do I want to take the call? So they're the clients we don't necessarily want. Now, the clients that we do want are those ones that we love working with. They provide work that we love doing, and they love what we do for them, which means that they value what we've got and they pay us on time. They're easy to deal with, and they're a joy. And it's that joy that actually brings joy into our own businesses and actually keeps the energy in our business. Now, I've said this 100 different times about the energy in our business, but businesses don't tend to go out of business because of some financial hiccup or something going wrong. They tend to fall out of business. The 4 out of 5 businesses going out of business tend to fail because the business owner, founder, the person who's driving the business simply runs out of energy, because that's all we've got in a business. We've got the energy that we had in the past, which is the money we've now got. We've got the energy in the future, which is the time that we've got, and our own time is so limited. So how can we keep energy in our business? Well, by having great clients that actually feed that energy back to us, that's a great way to do it. So what do I like to do when I'm reviewing a client list with a client? Well, I'll bring on the old board in here and I'll show you. Got some nice fat texters I can actually use today. So what I like to do is I used to like to rank the clients into A, B, C, and D. All right. And I put a dotted line in my mind. This is above the line. This is below the line. So ideally, I want to keep my clients above the line, and I want to get rid of the clients that are below the line. And I'll show you how to do that. So our A clients are just the best, right? So they love what we do. They appreciate it. They thank us for our work. They don't waste our time. They actually they value it. They pay us on time, and even better, they refer. All right, so they refer other great clients. Now your B clients, they're good. They do all those things that the best clients do, but they don't refer. So they don't refer. And so that means that they're great to work with. There's absolutely no problem with them, but you can't grow your business with them. All right. So if they're limiting the time that they've got doesn't leverage into you potentially getting more clients, whereas these best clients are often your biggest advocates. Now below the line, it's a different story. Okay. So our C clients, they're the ones that, they're most of the time usually good, right? So they don't tend to refer. They're usually good. Sometimes they don't pay on time. Sometimes they're a little bit of a pain in the butt, all right? So what we want to do with the C clients is we want to move them up to at least B or A clients. And usually that requires a conversation. So if you've got your C clients, you want to have a conversation with them about the rules of engagement. How do we want to do things differently? Do they need to actually sort of pull their socks up, or do they need to potentially find someone else to work with? You need to have what's really a hard conversation, which doesn't need to be hard, it just needs to be honest, about these are the things we need so we can provide you with the things that you want, okay? So that's usually good. We want to move them from that position. Whether they go up or whether they go down is not really that big a deal. Now, D clients, we get rid of. Get rid of. Now, the reason we want to get rid of these bad clients is because they are a pain to deal with. In fact, I always argue about the price. Often they don't pay on time. They take our time, and that's the worst part of all, because we've only got limited time in our day, but they steal time from us. So they ask questions that we've already given them the answers to. They'll try to book meetings or demand meetings outside of times that you've already said in your rules of engagement, this is how we work. They try and do things outside of that. Now, the worst thing about D clients is that the bad clients hunt in packs, which means that these bad clients actually do refer you, which is really bad for your business. So if these D-style clients actually start referring you to other people, because they hunt in packs, they give you more bad clients. And so my advice is just to make a list of your clients. Rank them A, B, C, or D. With the Bs, it's good to have them. Yeah, if we can ask them to refer, we can ask them if they know some people that could also use the outcomes of the services and products we can provide. Have the conversation with them. These ones up here, we want to do everything we can to keep them. We want to thank them. We want to recognize them because we value them as much as they value us, which is great. Then when you've ranked your other clients into C and D, you need to really identify these Cs and have a conversation, move them up through the ranks, otherwise potentially get rid of them. And D clients, if you've never done it before, it can be incredibly liberating. These are the clients you need to fire. Now, I had a time that wasn't too long ago, or maybe it was 10 years ago, which I guess is a long time in the whole scheme of things. But I had to fire my first client. It was a demanding client that wanted things done a specific way, even though I said that I could only deliver the way that I said. They would call me up whenever they wanted. They would argue, and they would sometimes even yell at me. All right, and I was on my way to the hospital because my ex-wife, which was my wife at the time, was suffering for some incredible problems with migraines and what have you, and she was in the hospital and had been for a number of days. And I'm driving there, and I see the phone number come up, and I'm like, this guy is going to say something that I probably don't want to hear, but you know what? I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it over and done with. So I'm driving the car. He gets on the phone, and he starts yelling about why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening? None of the things we'd agreed to, but just the way he decided that he wanted them done. That was the first conversation where I said, I think I'm going to have to refer you to another business. And he said, no, it's just this area of the business that I want to fix up. And I said, no, you don't understand. I think it's time that we actually helped you find someone else. And I did. And I fired that client and I moved them out. And what that did for my business is it freed up so much energy and so much time that I could actually reinvest back into the business that we grew 25% by getting rid of that client. So that's the tactic for today. Start ranking your clients A, B, C, and D, and then start working into these activities accordingly. It'll actually free up more energy, more time in your business, and it'll actually attract better clients because you'll have more of those A-class clients that you absolutely love and that love referring you. If you're wanting to know more about the things that you can do with me around how to attract better clients, look in the text with this video, because there's a link in there that'll actually show you my free masterclass. It's a new masterclass about how to attract better clients fast, even in this environment. And it's a 30-minute video, but it's going to give you specific strategies that you can actually implement in your business to get more of those A-class clients back into your business. So go and check that out. Sign up for it. It's absolutely free, but make sure you actually sit down and watch it because it's going to be massive value for you and the business. Until next time, stay passionate, and I will catch you on the next one.